Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll take you through it well before the top of the hour because we want to make sure you get those picks in on those primetime games. That's what we do here Monday through Friday here on the Drive Thru, as we give you live free sports picks for the primetime games. And to help us are the Pick Dog Cappers. And let's take a look at who will be on our show for today. We got Zawacky join us, as we'll have Shane Mickle. James Clark will be with us. Alex Smart there in the center, come off a really nice day yesterday. Tony Brown back in the show. Al McMordie, top of the leaderboard for 2021. And, of course, the top human the past 30 days is Chris Ruffolo. And we're trying to get Al Ninos in here on Skype as the fill-in. So, obviously, we're still working on that. We'll try and get Al on today. All right, guys, let's take a look at the lineup. Smart, McMordie, Brown, Zawacky, Mickle, Ninos, Ruffolo, Clark, and then I will close this one out. All right, let's bring in Chris here. Chris, how's your baseball going this afternoon?
You know what? We took a little bit of a bump with the Indians, but that's okay. You know what? It's game 1 of 162, so you know, and it's just gonna be plenty of time to make money, plenty of time today to make money. So I'm ready to get started.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's welcome to the show Alex Smart. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Pim called for a nice day yesterday. Alex, how you doing?
Good, gentlemen. How's everything with you?
Oh, great. All right, let's take a look at some hockey late night action as the Golden Knights will host the Wild. Golden Knights going to lay about $1.46 total, 5.5.
Yeah, you know, earlier on the day we had even a better number with this as it went along. I think, we saw the difference. The odds do not compare to what we're looking at here in a game. Vegas has had a great season. I think they played a little bit above themselves, but, considering that we have a Wild team that's also played pretty good hockey this year and a goaltending tandem that has to be respected, Talbot and Kokkonen, who have 19 or a .919 save percentage, which is the tops in the league. You have to give them some respect, as underdogs in this situation. And, and even looking at the 5-on-5 numbers, Vegas was great last year, but Minnesota's even better this year. And this Wild team's really got some value here as compared to, what the odds were here earlier on the day and what they are even here. Wow, we've got a decent number to bet into, and I like the value with the Wild.
All right, here we've got Alex Smart here on the Wild plus 132 against the Vegas Golden Knights. All right, Chris, your thoughts are on this action late night?
Yeah, my only concern with Minnesota is that the home teams won all 4 meetings this season, but I agree with Alex. There's just too much value here with the Wild to pass on. This is a Minnesota team that's playing really good hockey. And Minnesota team I didn't have much going for because I didn't trust the goaltending. I thought Vegas was probably going to be the better team here, but like I said, they're playing better hockey right now. I like the Wild. All
right, agreement here on the underdog Wild plus 132 against the Golden Knights. All right, Alex, good night tonight. We got to some NBA. We got hockey, and of course we got up there Major League Baseball, some in prime time. What you have going on, building on that day yesterday over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've cashed 4 of my 5 last NBA, close to 60% over my last 40 NBA selections. And I'm starting to heat up like I wanted to, like I was hoping I would. And I just wanted to push on from here. We've got 5 NBA selections tonight, and it's a pretty strong card. So join me.
Yeah, join Alex Smart right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. And, of course, you see the results here when you check out his profile page. He's got his one-day pass, and, of course, take those winnings. Go with the long term. You see the 7 and 38 pass. You get every play that Alex releases over at Pick Dogs Premium for that time period. He's into NBA, college basketball. We got into the Final Four championship game, of course, NHL, and, of course, Major League Baseball, which has started today. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. Continue with that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Okay, gentlemen. Have a great weekend. Bye.
All right. All righty, Alex Smart here on the Drive Thru. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. Time to welcome to the show, the number 1 capper for 2021 document over at Pick Dogs Premium. Al McMordie will join us here on the show. Let's go ahead and dial in Joe. Nice spring day over in Southern California today. Let's dial him up right now. Al, how you doing?
Doing well, no complaints. It is nice here in Southern Cal.
Oh, it is beautiful out
How's
here.
It up there? How's it up there in Canada, Chris?
You know what? I'm actually happy that there's still sunlight right now. So that's all I can. I'm taking what I can get at this point. But don't get me wrong, I'd love to be in California right now as well.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Sorry about that. My phone was ringing.
Oh, no problem. I know you're a busy man. When you're at number 1, the calls are going to come in.
Yeah.
All right, Al, you got the Spurs tonight here hosting the Hawks. Spurs going to lay a point, 8:30 Eastern Time, NBA League Pass channel. Total sits 222.
Hey, these two teams met earlier this year in Atlanta. San Antonio won that ball game by double digits, so this is a revenge match for Atlanta. Atlanta comes into this ball game, though, off back-to-back losses at Denver and at Phoenix. They're now under 500 with a 23-24 record. San Antonio, meanwhile, they won last night against the Sacramento Kings, and they're 3 games over 500 at 24-21. Now, earlier today, when I gave you this game, Tony, San Antonio was actually the home underdog, 1-point dog. The money has now come on the Spurs. The Spurs are now a 1-point favorite against Atlanta. So one of the angles I was contemplating talking about doesn't technically apply to this ballgame anymore. I'll still mention it anyway because folks can put the angle in their pocket and maybe use it at a later date. And what you want to do is you want to play on any team that has a losing record off a straight-up loss that's favored on the road against a team with a winning record off a straight-up win. That system has cashed 65.9% over the past 31 years. So technically it doesn't apply here because Atlanta is no longer the favorite, but it's still worth keeping an eye on for future games. Another reason I really like Atlanta here against San Antonio is that the Spurs have this dichotomy at home. When the Spurs are off a win in their previous game, they're dreadful at home. They're 5-22 ATS. Conversely, when they're off a loss, they do great at home, and that was the case yesterday with Sacramento. They're now 49-33 ATS at home off a loss. So you have that split personality here for San Antonio at home. So that's a second reason why I want to go against the Spurs. And finally, if San Antonio is at home off a win and playing a revenge-minded foe, San Antonio is now 0-14 ATS. Their last 14, that dates back to 2018. You put it all together, and I'm going to take Atlanta plus the point.
All right, Atlanta plus the point here against San Antonio Spurs. All right, Chris, Spurs back-to-back spot here. It has not been good, like 2-6 straight up.
Yeah, definitely. Tony took the words right out of my mouth. They haven't been great on a back-to-back. Both of these teams could use the win to sort of kick themselves in the right direction, with both having to make a playoff push late. Give the Spurs the edge in experience, but I give the edge with the Hawks just overall play. I think they're going to clamp down on defense, and I trust they're scoring more than I do San Antonio's. So give me the Hawks as well with the free point.
Yeah, agreement here on the Hawks plus the 1 against the Spurs, 8:30 Eastern Time. All right, Al, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs. We got it's a 3-sport night: hockey, NBA, and baseball. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premiums? You're sitting number 1 on the site.
Well, I'm a little bit different than most. I really don't get into baseball for about 5 to 10 days after the start of the season, and then I'll begin giving out baseball picks. So I like to see how the teams do and rely more on this year's data than previous year's data. But I am, fully engaged with NBA and hockey. Yesterday, 3-1, we had the Buffalo Sabres plus $1.73. They snapped their 18-game losing streak. We also cashed with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we had, as I mentioned, San Antonio. Today, I've got 3 more plays in the NHL, all wrapped up in a 3-game package, and I've got 1 play in the NBA. So 4 plays in all. Just go to Pick Dogs, and the best bet, of course, is to join for a week or a month to get all of my award-winning selections.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Al McMordie. You see the numbers, nearly 3,400 units of profit, #1 document for 2021. That is all transparent. You go to the site, you'll see every play that Al's posted at Pick Dogs. He's got his one-day pass tonight. He's got 3 from the NHL, 1 from the NBA. Go with that if you like, or go with the long-term pass, or take the winnings and do that. You see a 30-day all-sports pass, your best value there over at Pig Dogs Premium. Every play Al releases from the sports he handicaps over there for 30 days. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Enjoy the SoCal weather. Keep those wins coming in, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.
All right, everybody. Al McMordie here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on the show. Guys, just a reminder here, if you would, to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every day. Now, get started every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod Zawacky, you got Brian Bittler, and of course you got those 2 YouTube shows, your early and your late premium editions. You can check the description below on how you can tune into those. And of course, it's the drive-thru Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time with Chris and I on the show with, of course, our cappers here delivering the live free sports picks. And of course, we also like you guys to support our channel. Give us that like that really helps us grow our audience, Chris.
Absolutely, it does. I mean, like we always tell everybody, it doesn't cost you a cent. It helps us out more than I think anybody could ever realize. And, it's right underneath the video you're watching already. Just click it. You don't even have to tune out from the show. You can still hear our voices. I've been told I've got a face for radio as it is, whatever that means. And I think we really appreciate the support all the support from the Pick Dogs family. It's helped us get as far as we have. And it's only going to get bigger and better as the year goes on, but we still appreciate all the support and all the love.
Yeah, we appreciate that love, that thumbs up, those likes. You can really help us out. All right, let's continue on the drive-thru. Let's head on over to sunny Las Vegas with a great signal, great microphone quality. We got to find out how that dinner was yesterday, Tony Brown. We found out you're a really good cook.
Yeah, actually, yesterday you guys caught me in the middle of the celebration. My sister's going to kill me, but I'm going to say it. I'm super happy. I'm going to be an uncle again. That's my sister. She's 38 and she's pregnant for the first time. So we were just big celebrating yesterday. I made 1,000 dishes. We were super happy, and you guys just caught me in a real life moment outside of sports.
Absolutely, real life. Well, we found out you're a really good cook. Congratulations to your sister there, and of course, congratulations on being an uncle again. And of course, Tony Brown. Let's take care here. We'll look here at business for the show tonight. We're going to late night baseball. The Athletics to host the Astros 10 Eastern time. With the Astros road favorites $1.10, total sits here at 8.
Yeah, I like the Astros in this one just outright. I mean, I hate the Astros after the cheating scandal, but we're over that. Let's just get down to the business of baseball, and they're just a better team. Last time we seen the Astros and the A's play, the Astros took care of them easy, 3-1 in the division series, and they went on to the American League Championship. Astros just a couple years removed from the World Series. They still got their same core team intact, and they start Greinke tonight. You know what I mean? Anytime you're getting Greinke at plus money or minus 110, he's a Cy Young pitcher. That's just too much value to pass up, plus so we won't. Not to mention that the last time we seen Bassett over there for Oakland was game 1 of that said series. He was pulled after 4. They got beat 10-5. Games aren't played on paper, but some stats are too big to ignore. I think it's a new season, but I think the Astros are back up to their same old tricks, and I think they win game 1 on the road and spoil the home opener for Oakland.
Yeah. Tony Brown here. Houston Astros minus 110 against the Oakland Athletics. I remember Oakland being somewhat of a slow starter in recent seasons, and of course, I like Houston as well, although I like them better in the playoffs because you could take that 4th and 5th starter and insert them into the bullpen. So it's a little different look now here when you get into regular season play, Chris.
Yeah, well, first off, let me say, Tony, congratulations. And I envision a Lakers jersey for that baby in the very near future. Oh, boy. But I think with the Astros tonight that you could probably buy a lot of Lakers jerseys because I agree. I think, you know what? You want to set the tone early, especially in a division rivalry game because, yes, it's a 62-game season, but these teams play each other 19 times. So if you can sort of get the upper hand early, it's going to serve you well in the long run. And like them or not, the Astros still have Carlos Correa. They've got young arms in Javier. This is going to be a team to watch. And unfortunately, the winning pedigree is there. Cheating or not, they have a winning mentality. In Oakland, it's come lately, but we still have to really see them dethrone the Astros as sort of the kings of the AL West now. So until I see it, I'm on the Astros as well with Greinke and the cheap price.
An agreement here with Astros minus 110 against Athletics. Late night game here at 10 Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. We're showing some really good positive results for 2021. We see 710 units of profit. All 3 sports in action here. We got MLB, NBA, and hockey. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
It's the first of the month, and we're starting off with a bang. Like I said, moderation for cowards, and we've never been afraid of money. We have a 7-pack tonight. I have 3 games in the NHL. I absolutely love them. All 3 games with good value. None of that minus 220, 300 stuff. I have 3 big games in the MLB opening night. And then I have my NBA perfect play. It's the only play on the board for us in the NBA. You can get them individually or you can get them all with my Super 7 and make a fool of your bookie on April Fool's tonight.
That's right. Get on board here with Tony Brown. You see he's got a big card tonight, 1-day pass. You want to get on board with that. And, of course, take those winnings and go long-term. We see it on the board here, 3, 7, 30. But he also has that VIP 1-year pass. You want to save money, get a long-term subscription from Tony Brown. You see the numbers here, 710 units of profit. He'll make you money. He's been consistent here in the sports here, NBA, NHL. You've seen it top the leaderboards here. Fantastic work here from Tony Brown. All right, Tony, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success. Enjoy the weekend in Vegas.
You know it, man. It's always good to be here, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
All right, everybody. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue our coverage here. Joined here by Chris. Let's go ahead and bring in Rod Zawacky. You'll catch him over at Pig Dogs Premium Morning Show. And, of course, he's part of that YouTube show. We talked about that early and late edition. We'll talk a little later on. But let's go ahead and dial in Rod Zawacky. here on the show. I think we got him ready to go here. Just 1 second. Here he goes. Rod, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Tony. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, See, I'm glad that Gonzaga had survived. Really am.
We did, right? We saved the burden. We didn't have to burn it up yet.
No, you didn't. No,
well, I don't think we're ever going to have to burn this Gonzaga. I think I'm going to have to frame it and plaque it because we got this.
Yeah, we got this, absolutely. And you had it, too, with that under at Michigan UCLA last time we talked. So you come in with winners here on the drive-thru. You got another game tonight. Nets to host the Hornets. Nets going to lay 2, total 221.5.
Yeah, you bet. We're going to go with the Charlotte Hornets here on the money line. We're going to get a nice plus dog in this one. The Nets coming in off the back-to-back. And you look at the numbers for the Nets. The Nets have just been awful in covering numbers, that's for sure. They've been getting the wins, but not getting the covers. But Charlotte's been a solid basketball team. They're 4-1 straight up their last 5 games. They're also 5-0 ATS against the number. Playing great hoops right now, and you look at the Nets just are 0-5 ATS their last 5 home games versus a team with a losing record. The Nets are also 0-7 ATS their last 7 games as a favorite. And no Harden tonight. Harden was the reason why they kicked that comeback last night. The Houston Rockets should have beat them up. But, the Beard always steps in and kicks off a big comeback, but the Beard's not going to be there to step off no big comeback tonight. I think the Charlotte Hornets on the money line is, I think they're going to upset the Nets here tonight.
All right, we got Rod Zawacky. Hornets money line plus 115 against the Nets. I like that. Of course, the Hornets defensive form really good here, Chris. Past 5 games, allowing just 41% shooting.
Yeah, and against a shorthanded Nets team, that may be the recipe for success. I like the money line. I think my stronger play was on the over because I think even shorthanded, there's enough on both sides to get us above 221. I like the over there, but I could definitely make a play on Charlotte on the money line as well.
All right, give me here on the Hornets money line plus 115 against the Nets. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. All 3 sports in action: NBA, hockey, and baseball. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
And I've only got 1 game left tonight. I went crazy during the day. We hit like 3 winners during the day. I love the day card in the baseball, but I got an NBA winner for us tonight. Jump on over to Pig Dogs Premium. You can get that for the lowest price allowed. $24.99. You can get that 1 play. I got my NBA up there. Tomorrow we'll be back at her hard again, but that's what I got going tonight. Or grab something long term. Like I said, you can still grab a baseball package. We're kicking it off nicely. $500 gets you everything from now till we crown the World Series champ. Can't miss that. Or jump on the YouTube Premium. We got the YouTube Premium. Where you get 4 picks early from me, Nick, and Brian, or grab the late info pack and you'll get the early and our late picks, and you get 8 picks a day from me, Brian, and Nick. Can't go wrong with that. Great value there. That works out to be pennies to play over a month. Great deal there.
That's right, guys. Great deal there over at Pig Dogs Premium. Of course, the YouTube early and late package Rod was talking about. If you look below on the description, you'll see a link to that. 8 premium picks in total when you get that late pass. It's the best value there. Ran out going on at very affordable pricing. Of course, if you want to check out the full board, you can check out Rod Zawacky's 1 NBA play up there. Of course, you can go long-term with Rod for his full premium picks, 3, 7, and 30 all sports pass available now, as well as season passes from Major League Baseball, and of course, second half NBA as well. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Well, tune in tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. There'll be some early baseball. I know that Red Sox game was called and is rescheduled for the afternoon, so we'll have some early coverage from you guys for baseball.
Yeah, massive coverage again. Baseball's heating up, sports are heating up. We got a lot of coverage shooting on the morning show, and as always, we try to cover it all.
All right, covered all here, Rod Zawacky. He'll be back tomorrow here on the drive-thru, but catch him early morning, 10 a.m. All right, Rod, have yourself a good evening.
Everybody else have yourself a good evening, and let's keep getting some winners.
Let's get those winners in. Rod Zawacky's been really good to us here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on the drive-thru. Let's welcome Shane Mickle to the show. Now, if you look up at the leaderboards, it's been a battle between Chris and Shane Mickle for that 30-day spot. To see who will be the top human up top that 30 day. Right now we got a computer atop that 30-day board there, Chris.
You know what? I know it's 2021, and we figured technology was going to be as far ahead as it was, but now we're getting beat out by a computer. Come on, now at least one of us has to jump ahead of this.
Yeah, man versus machine. We got two of the men here trying to beat the machine. All right, Shane Mickle joining us here on the drive-thru. All right, Shane, let's take a look at the game you're looking at. Late night action. Mariners and Giants, 10 Eastern time. Giants road favorites here, about $1.15. Total sits at 8.
Yeah, especially early in the season, I like to look at games where, two teams who are pretty similar on paper, and then take a look at the pitching matchup, the Mariners and Giants. I both don't expect to do a whole lot this season. I guess they could always surprise people, but I don't expect either of these teams to finish in the top 2 of their division. So we take a look at the pitching matchup, and it's Marco Gonzalez versus Kevin Gausman. Marco Gonzalez had a good year last year, 7-2, a WHIP under 1. The previous year before that, he had a winning season. Kevin Gausman, opening day starter for the Giants, and I'm not sure if that's your ace or your staff really who you should be leaning on heavily. He was fine last year, but this is a pitcher who's never actually had a winning season. I don't expect much from him this year. I think you got to take the value here with Gonzalez and the Mariners at home, +1 or +100, +105, whatever you can get it at. Even if it goes to -105, I still like it there. Take the Mariners here to get the opening day win.
All right, Shane here. Mariners +100 against the Giants. All right, Chris. One thing we've seen here is the total open at 8.5. We're now seeing it coming down to 7.5, even with juice.
Yeah. I mean, Tony, I don't know if you remember, like I do last year, but I think Seattle started the year with like 9 straight overs or something like that. And, this total, it could be a representation of that. But as far as this one, I'm with Shane on this one. Marco Gonzalez is a gamer. I'm a Gonzalez fanboy. I'm not ashamed to admit he went 4-0 at home last year. I think he picks up where he left off. I love the Mariners and even money here.
All right, the agreement here with Shane and Chris agreeing here. Mariners here +100 against the Giants. You can watch it late night on MLB Extra Inning Pass. All right, Shane, let's take a look at leaderboards where you're sitting up in a battle here for that third day spot. Over 1,500 units of profit past 30 days. That is documented. We got 3 sports in action tonight. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I had a couple baseball plays already go off, but I still got 5 picks left for tonight. In baseball and NBA, I'm still selective in NHL. I've got a play I like in a couple days coming up, so get that long term. But for tonight, 5-pack, $34.95.
That's right. Get on board here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got that 5-pack tonight. Take those winnings. Go long term with Shane. 7 and 38 passes now available from Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. That means you'll get every play that Shane releases. That would be NBA, college hoops, hockey, and of course Major League Baseball, which is now in action. And can't be too happy with this Milwaukee comeback here today there, Shane.
No, the Twins forgot how to play defense in the 9th and blew it.
Yeah, we've seen some crazy comebacks here. Diamondbacks now up 7-6 on the Padres. So a lot of craziness going on here in Major League Baseball. So Shane, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend, guys.
All right, Shane Mickle here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue on with the coverage, and let's go. We're going to give Chris a little break. He needs a little one right now. He's trying to shake off some of this craziness going on in baseball. Some of these bullpens, maybe time to go get some Rolaids or something. It's tough to watch sometimes.
I need Tums to watch this Royals and Rangers game right now, man, especially if you had the under there. The under was killed by the 2nd inning. It's getting ridiculous over there.
Yeah, that Dodger and Colorado game looks to get close to that over with a total of 10 runs so far in the top of the 6th inning. So let's go ahead and bring in Al Ninos on Skype. We're going to give Chris a little break from the show. Al, how you doing? We finally got you hooked up on Skype.
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. All right, Al, let's take a look at the game you'll be looking at here. We're going to the hockey now. Predators at 8 Eastern time will face the Stars. Stars are favorites here, $1.15. Total sits at 5.
Yeah, the Predators giving the Stars their rematch after beating them 3-2 in overtime for their 6th straight win. So on a pretty good run there after a pretty slow start to their season. They've been the much hotter team, obviously, and should stay hot at home here where they're 10-7. Going up against one of the most disappointing teams of the season. That's just 4-6-3 on the road. And this should be another hard-fought, low-scoring defensive battle. So I do like the under here too, but I do like the play on the side better. So I'm going with the Predators on the money line around even money.
All right, it's going on with the Predators, a team that's on a winning streak here with Nashville Predators against a team that's been struggling here. This Dallas Stars team's a losers of 4 of 5, and of course, really struggling now to get goals up there.
Yeah, as I said, they do still have a pretty good goalie, but so does Nashville, and as I said, both teams better on defense than they're on offense. I think it was 3-2 last time. Expect a 2-1, 3-2 game again. So under 5.5 is a pretty good play there too. And but as I said, do like the Predators better on the money line.
Yeah, Predators are holding opponents to just 1.2 goals a game over their past 5. Nashville plus the 105 against the Dallas Stars. All right, Al. As we know, you're doing fantastic work over at Pick Dogs Premium. Number 1 rated here in hockey for 2021, about 1,100 units of profit. We got some hockey on the board tonight, some baseball and NBA too. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium? Because I know you like your bases.
Oh, I love my baseball, and as you said, the hockey's been pretty good lately, so you might want to hop on that. I do have a 3-pack with my 3 best hockey plays of the night, and yeah, just trying to take in all these comebacks that you were mentioning with Shane earlier that happened in baseball. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff happening right now.
Yeah, pretty crazy. And the latest one here is a comeback by KC up 10-8, bottom of the 4th. In this game, it's just been, this bullpen's already sticking up baseball. It only takes just half a day for that to happen, right? But check out Al Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, 1,100 units of profit here. Number 1 document in 2021. Get on board with Al's plays for tonight. Of course, those long-term passes, your best value when you go 7 and 38 pass. It'll be every play that Al releases on the site. And he releases plays, let me tell you that. Just check him out over there on the site. All right, Al, as always, great having you on the show. A last-minute fill-in. You made a really good relief appearance tonight. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
I guess I am more ready than some of these guys out the bullpen. But, yeah, already a lot of high-scoring games. Looks like a lot of overs to start the season, at least, while the weather's still good.
Yeah, we saw some dogs cash early on here. You get your Torontos, your Pittsburghs coming in here with some dog action. Detroit, so 3 dogs to start the day, and now we just get into some craziness in the afternoon. All right, Al, have yourself a great night.
All right, see you.
All right, Al Ninos here on the drive. All right, Chris, you recovered, okay?
Yeah, we're good. We're all good.
All right, let's get on. Now it's your turn. We're gonna go to the end. I'm a good idea to stay away from baseball for a while here after what we're seeing up here, man. I'm sorry to say I have a baseball pick coming up here, man. I hope I don't put you guys through some of this stuff you're going through here with some of these games here. I'm telling you. All right, let's take a look. Pelicans Magic here. Pelicans gonna lay 4. Total sits here at 214.
Yeah, you know what, Tony, you and I think could agree on this. That when the trade deadline happened, we said, well, the Magic are probably going to be one of the teams that just folds, like a cheap lawn chair. And the Magic have actually stepped up and risen to the occasion a little bit. They're 3-6 in their last 9. That's 3 more wins than honestly I thought they would have had. And coming into this game against New Orleans, they've cashed 4 straight as underdogs, and they've held each of the last 6 opponents under their team total. The Pelicans, we know them as an over team in this league, hitting 65% overs this year. But they've been going the other way a little bit lately, 5-1 to the under in their last 6. Zion Williamson, I haven't been able to see his status. I think he's being downgraded to doubtful or out for this game. Either way, you know what? If the Pelicans are to win this game, wouldn't surprise me. I could still see this being something in the area of 110-94, 108-96. Either way, I think we're going to have a hard time getting to 210, let alone 214. I really like the under in this spot.
All right, Chris, looking here at the under in this spot. Let's just update the injury information here. Ingram is doubtful now. He's been downgraded with his toe. We know Ball's out with a hip, and Williamson has now been officially out. Held out of Thursday's game against Orlando with that thumb issue. So a lot of scoring there out of the Pelicans lineup.
Yeah, and I mean, the scoring's out of the Pelicans lineup, but the scoring's out of the Magic's lineup permanently. So I think this could be a game where with all the talent out, this could be a first 100 wins.
All right, Grimmett here on under 214. Chris Ruffolo with the play. He's been doing well here, 4 straight on the drive-through. So good work there from Chris Ruffolo here on the show. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you've got that battle, the number 1 human the past 30 days over at Pick Dogs Premium. What you have going on the site?
Well, we're still going to try to hold on to that tonight. I got Man, I still can't believe I'm getting beat out by a computer. Man, that's ridiculous. So we got a drive-through number 5 combo tonight for you guys. 4 of my favorite plays in the NHL. And I rarely do this, but one of those plays in the NHL package tonight is an exclusive play that you can normally only get if you have one of the longer-term subscriptions. So to balance that, we did 4 NHL plays, as well as my favorite play for the night action in Major League Baseball. Got that for $29.95. For guys who check out the long-term subscriptions. We always say it, but it's your best chance to save money and make money at the same time. The longer you go, the cheaper the plays get. Some of them can even be pennies per pick, and that's just the reality of it. Or, we got the 2-for-1 capper deal, fees and passes, the premium YouTube show, which is still probably the greatest value in sports handicapping on the internet. Guys, the possibilities are endless. You just have to go to Pick Dogs, pick a capper you like, whether it's one of us, someone else you see on another edition of the drive-thru, whatever. Just go over there, pick one of your options. There's many to choose from, and we'll start putting money in your pocket.
That's right, guys. Getting up over here with Chris Ruffolo. You see the numbers here. Past 30 days, over 1,500 units of profit. That is documented when you check out his profile page. A lot of great value up there. One-day passes. You got Chris's long-term passes up there. Of course, the 2-for-1 capper deal. You want to go with the two top dogs. Al McMordie, number 1, 2021. We got the Chris Ruffolo top human in the past 30 days. Why don't you go with those two? That would be a great one. Pair them up or with the 2-for-1 capper deal over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Chris, let's continue on as he's that battle between man versus machine. All right.
Can we just get top human just put underneath my video thing? I don't even want to see Chris. I just want to see Tony T and top human. That's all I want to see.
That would work. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. And, of course, let's welcome to the show James Clark on the show here. Let's go ahead and dial him in. He's doing really good work here in the NBA past 7 days. I think you got a battle here pretty soon in that top 30 because James Clark's been heating it up right now. I think you're going to see him near the top 30 day very shortly. Let's wire him up right now. James, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you, Tony?
Doing pretty good. All right, James, let's go over to the NBA where the Heat will be hosting the Warriors at 8 Eastern time. NBA League Pass channel has the Heat here laying 3.5, total 217.5.
Yeah, Tony, if you look here on paper, a lot of people probably going to go with the Heat. If you look at it, the Heat has covered the spread in this in the games with last 5 out of 6 games with the Warriors, and then the Heat has been playing pretty decent. But for me, I ain't going by paper. I'm going by what I've been watching and what I've been seeing. And I'm telling you, man, this is a pretty decent Warriors team when they got all their players together. I mean, Klay Thompson's been out all year, so I'm not counting that at all. I'm just talking about, your Draymond, your Steph Curry's, Wiggins. When you got them all together, this team is pretty good. And, both of these teams are 4-6 in their last 10 games, but the Warriors are third in the West with the best shooting percentage. So, it pretty much boils down to me to shooting. And you see sometimes with the Heat, if you watch their games, man, they go up and down the floor, score. But sometime in one of those 4 quarters, the Heat go without scoring 4 to 6 minutes. Now, I'm telling you, if they do this again like they have been against this Warrior team, I'm going with a plus 3.5, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Heat do what they have been doing, if the Warriors don't get a win here.
All right, we've got the James Clark here going with the Golden State Warriors plus 3.5 against the Miami Heat. All right, Chris, you look at the Warriors, you see a lot of rest. 2 days of rest before Chicago, 2 days of rest before Miami.
Yeah, they're getting the benefit of quite frankly, one of the easier, not easier schedules, but one of the easier schedule spots on their calendar. And I think they could take advantage of it. The Heat were in a rough game against the Pacers the other night, 1990s style basketball, where it was the first to 95 wins. And I think against a Golden State team that's going to be getting healthy, this is a spot to maybe take the Warriors, take a shot. We're getting 3.5 points with, like James said, a really good Warriors team. I like the Warriors in this spot.
All right, agreement here with the Warriors plus 3.5. Getting healthy as James was talking about Wiseman. You've got Wiggins. You've got Curry on the court. That tailbone's better now. So Warriors here the play from James Clark. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium, where you're producing some really good results here. Top 7 days, top of the leaderboard on the 7-day board. Over 1,100 units of profit. We got NBA, of course, hockey, and baseball. What you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, Tony, I got a 5-pack going on. I got 3 basketball, 2 baseball, all 5 picks that I really love. I also got the 3 basketball. I got a 3-pack with 3 of the best basketball plays that I really love. But like I said, if you want to get all 5, you can get them. Or if you just want to get the NBA, I got them. If you guys look, I've been heating up like Tony says in the NBA. I'm ranked 2nd right now on the site in the NBA. Last 7 days, 23-11 in the NBA. Like I told Tony last time I was on here, and everybody, getting settled in with my picks, and I'm feeling a lot comfortable. But I want to throw a shout out, to y'all guys out there, man. I knew Capper, and a lot of y'all's been supporting me, getting the 3 days, 7 days packs, 1-day pass. I appreciate y'all guys. I'm new to the Capper, new Capper on the site, but I really appreciate y'all, and I swear I do my hardest to try to win every game I can for y'all. And like I said, every time I get on here too, I always talk about the 2-for-1 Cappers. Grab me, grab Chris, Tony. That 2-for-1 Capper is where it's at, man. It's a low price. And if you don't bet a lot, anyways, you get 2 good cappers for a low price, and plus that leaves money in your bankroll to bet on these games. And I know I'm probably taking up too much time, but I just, try and throw it out there and let y'all know what the good deal is. And we all put money in your pockets. And again, I really appreciate y'all for the support.
Absolutely, guys. You can see James Clark putting the numbers up there. Over 1,100 units of profit past 7 days. He's got that 1-day pass NBA action going on. Good time to get on board with James Clark to see the numbers, doing fantastic work in the NBA. Top of the leaderboards there as well. So do that. The 2-for-1 Capper special. Of course, you get that 1-day pass from James. Get those winnings. Go with the long-term pass. You see the 7 and 30-day pass. You get every play that James releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. You set the terms when you visit the profile page. All right, James, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night. We'll talk with you soon. Who knows when you're on next?
All right. It don't matter to me, Tony.
I know.
When I hear the buzz, I'm right there. I'm at, buddy.
I know you're up there. We appreciate it. All right, James Clark here on the drive-through. Fills in a lot of times. He's scheduled once a week, but man, we put him on whenever there's a fill-in. He does great work here for us here on Pick Dogs and the drive-through. Let's continue on here on the drive-through. Reminder, guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. We greatly appreciate it. And if you missed any of the picks, don't worry. We'll recap them at the end of the show. Now it's my turn to go front and center here with my pick. We're going to the baseball, the late-night game between the White Sox and the LA Angels. Anaheim, sporting the team still. And let's go ahead and start like a little laugh there from Chris. He knows where I'm from here. All right, we got the Angels and White Sox. White Sox favorites here, $1.15. Total sits at 8. And I'm going to go ahead with my pick and take the White Sox here at -115. Like their hitting lineup. I like Lucas Giolito. He pitched well in spring training. He's pitched well against the Angels in his career. Last season, a career high 34% strikeout rate. Teams had only 182 against him. Bundy, we know counters for the Angels. He's had some consistency issues late last year with the Angels, but I prefer the White Sox bullpen. They were the best hitting team in the league last season. So I'm going with the White Sox here at -11. We'll see what about this Angels bullpen as well. They still have a lot of questions in my mind, Chris.
Yeah, but the thing for me, though, and I'll preface this by saying right now, I'm on the other side of this one, only because I looked at Giolito's numbers from last year, and all of his 12 starts came against teams in the bottom third of the league in terms of batting average and offensive production. And, Dylan Bundy, he faced a lot tougher opposition. Giolito had the better numbers, had the better team behind him, the more success behind him. But I just think that, Eloy Jimenez not being in the outfield going to put a lot of pressure on Luis Robert to be the number 4 hitter in that lineup. And, he didn't have a strong start to last year. So I think this is going to be a slow start. You look at the Angels, though, they still got Trout, Rendon, Shohei Ohtani's getting healthy, Justin Upton. Maybe this is finally the year for the Angels. Who knows? But, with the way that everything's been going today, I'm going to take a shot with the Angels.
All right, Chris looking at the dog Angels in this one. We're butting heads here. I'm the White Sox. Guys, check out Pick Dog Swim. I got a 3-pack going tonight. A little combo of baseball and NBA for you as well. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. And just to go ahead, time to go ahead and recap the picks from today's show. All right, let's go ahead and go to show picks. James Clark will help us out in this segment. We start with Alex Smart. He was on the Wild, plus 132 against Vegas Golden Knights. Al McMordie, Hawks, plus 1 against the Spurs. Tony Brown, Astros, minus 110 against Athletics. Zawacky, Hornets, the money line, plus 115 against the Nets. We got Shane, Mariners, plus 100 against the Giants. Al Ninos, Predators, plus 105 against the Stars. Chris was on Pelicans, Magic, under 214. James Clark was on the Warriors, plus 3.5 against the Heat. Yours truly, White Sox, minus 115 against the Angels. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I got to take it back to the ice with Al Ninos. I love the Predators against the Stars tonight.
All right, going with Predators. All right, let's go over to James. Other than your pick, James, which one do you like?
I like Rod's pick with the Hornets, man. This Hornets team, it's got a good defense. They're shooting really good, playing really good basketball. I really like that pick. Really like that pick. To see the Hornets win it.
All right, going Hornets. I'm going to go with Tony Brown, Astros, laying the minus 110 against the Oakland Athletics. All right, guys, that'll do it for another edition of the Drive-Thru. Don't forget, we're back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Got 8 cappers booked on the show again, giving you those live sports picks from the primetime games. And don't forget, it all gets started every morning, every day, 365 days a year with the morning show with Mitch, Rod Zawacky, and Brian Bittler. Once in a while, we get cappers on there as well to guest. But be sure to tune in tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the cappers from today's show. Let's give a nice wave goodbye to everybody. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow live